Hello everybody, my name is Sarah, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod woman, and this is a special bonus Friday video. The noise you hear in the background is Freddie playing with the Venetian blinds. Anyway, I am now reading, so this is, here we go. I finished my Wheat Belly. Here, I'll just show you this. I finished my Wheat Belly book, and I am now reading Michael Moss, Salt, Sugar, Fat. Actually, not reading it. I'm listening to it when I walk because I've already read it and I retained nothing because I'm seeing now that when I read, I fall asleep. But anyway, he is exposing the United States food manufacturers for what they are and what they produce and how they have us hooked on sugar, salt, and fat. And after reading Wheat Belly, you know, it's no surprise. So anyway, as some of you may already know, Philip Morris is the biggest food manufacturer that there is. Now, Philip Morris also has so many people addicted to cigarettes, so there should be no duh in that, right? So I looked this up, and this is just fascinating. Fascinating. I posted on my Facebook page if you are one of my friends. But these are just all the different companies and all the different items that they produce. These are the middle aisles in your store, right? So this is fascinating. I can't wait to dive into this later. I'm not seeing a lot of organic all natural foods yet. But anyway, I'm sure they're there, tucked in. And so this website, I don't know if I can't zoom in fast enough to get it, but if you look up, it is imgur.com/PNMMJ.jpg. So actually well, I went to look for the Philip Morris list of brands of the food they owned, but all I got was L&M and Marlboro and things like that. The other website in the Sarah School is the Self Nutrition Data. And this is nutritiondata.self.com. And this is a great place, wonderful site. And if you're ever wondering what is in something, right there, nutrition facts. But it also does wonderful things like glycemic index and fullness factor. It's just great. So I highly recommend this, and I probably could do a whole video on 20 superfoods for weight loss. So anyway, that's that. I am now going to turn the camera around and do a little non-bathrobe chat. There we go. Anyway, good morning. So I just got back from my 4-mile walk, and I've been listening to that book on, I think it goes Salt, Sugar, Fat. And after reading the Wheat Belly one, and Dr. Furman's books, and Dr. Hyman's books, it's like, it's scary. So the less that's been done to your food, I guess the easiest way to say it, the less that's been done to your foods, the better off your food is, but also your addiction to food. I walked, for an hour, so I'm only 1 hour into the book. I don't know how many hours the book is, but it's pretty scary what these food manufacturers do. And of course, this is my passion, is finding out about like the story behind the story, right? You're not just buying the Lucky Charms on the shelf. It's like all that goes into making sure that there is mouth appeal. Hello. And they have even done tests on babies in the womb, and they could be addicted to sugar. And if you don't think baby formula is getting babies addicted to sugar right out of the gate, there are so many different names for what sugar is. And the author of this this book, Michael Moss said, he said that you think if you remove the table sugar from the table, that you're not getting a lot of sugar, but 2/3 of the sugar that is produced goes right into food. So you don't even know it's there, and it's disguised under so many different names. It's frightening what's in those middle aisles. And I've become very, very aware. And he dove into Yoplait like right out of the gate, and how they've made what used to be like a really health food item into this, like you could almost drink Yoplait, and how filled with just chemicals and garbage. Oh, scary. But anyway, so I was listening to it and being properly horrified. And so this is on the, in a couple of hours, I'm going to be going to the farmer's market once again. And I'm going to be getting some grass-fed animal products, as well as a special dessert that we will have tomorrow night that I have included in my food plan. And in fact, it was worth it enough. It's 8 points. And it's worth it enough to not have the other 2 nights of goodies that I have, which would usually be a Skinny Cow, which is 4 points, or the fruit sorbet and frozen yogurt one that's 3 points as well. So with those 7 points factored into the 8 points and the 3 or 4 points that I would have had on Saturday night anyway, it is a win for me. And I could go the whole week knowing that I was having it this week, and that's a big change for me. So rather than building up to the food binge from the deprivation, I am now anticipating with excitement the treat for Saturday night. And this is how my food has evolved with Weight Watchers and my 26 points. I'm making some tough changes and loving the results. And I'm finding that the emotional giving up of all of the cereal boxes that I gave up over the week is amazing. And I'm not going totally gluten-free by any means, but I am going gluten-free with any cereal products that I have. And so I'm making breakfast changes. And today, for example, I'm having steel-cut oatmeal, which is pretty much gluten-free. It says may contain traces of wheat, but I'm not celiac, so it's not like it's going to have an adverse reaction. But I'm loving how I feel. I am loving what the 2 naked weigh-ins said this week on the scale, and I haven't been deprived one little bit. So I've donated most of those foods to where I work, and I still have some more to go. Some of the organic ones with wheat in them. Well, Kashi is pretty much organic too. And I'm still holding on to some Nature's Path, I think they are, organic. And I know that, and the Trader Joe's high fiber cereal, I will be giving those up. But, it is like, for some, it's like giving up cigarettes or alcohol or coffee or shopping or gambling. There's a little withdrawal. And it's not the physical withdrawal from not eating them, because I feel enormously better, and I don't feel like I feel like I'm working on my gut, my wheat belly, my bloat, by not having the cereal in the morning right out of the gate. But it's that emotional thing that, I began Weight Watchers, I was eating those cereals, I was counting those points with my almond milk or my cashew milk, but I guess it's time to give them up emotionally. And turn to a new chapter. I bought a couple of boxes of gluten-free, I think Barbara's brown rice crisps, and some Nature Valley gluten-free cereal. But I'm switching also to be having more things like 2 organic eggs with the raw unpasteurized cheese in the morning, and also the Fage, F-A-G-E, Fage, yogurt with, yesterday I bought walnuts and raw cashews to put on it, and along with some cut up fruit. I also bought some gluten-free granola to have. So I'm changing up my food plan in the morning, and it's usually been just once a week I'd have the eggs, but 6 days of the week I'd have my cereal with with wheat and high fiber. And I relied on it, and I thought that that was the trick. But I guess my body said to me, you got to make some changes. And so I am, and I'm working with my 26 points, and it's just very, very interesting. So the challenges aren't so much in giving it up, because I feel enormously better, but it's really embracing the difference, embracing the change. And so going organic, giving up wheat, and definitely, moving away from the processed foods. But if some of you watch my older videos, you will see that, like, I had a lot of those things. A lot of the processed foods, I would aim for, like the whole wheat or the organic, but it had the flour in it. It had the processed stuff in it. Not so much the junk, but, like the high fiber bars. I used to love those, the Fiber One. And the breads, I used to love having the breads with the eggs, or even the roll-ups, the wraps, and the English muffins and things like that. And so I'm making a big change, and it's just very, very interesting to see how it all plays out. Now, Greg had French toast last night with some real maple syrup on it, and I have to tell you, that looked good. But I did buy some gluten-free Vans pumpkin flax waffles. So, and I think there's 6 or 7 points for 2 of them. So, because that set up that craving in me, that little, I really want that, I will have that. I could also put a tablespoon of maple syrup in my steel-cut oats to have that maple flavor too, because I'm not quite sure which I'm craving, the carbohydrates or the maple syrup flavor. But it's all a process, and I'm loving it. Today I'm going to go to the farmer's market. So I'll make my animal products purchase there. And then I will be going to BJ's for some berries and beets, the I Love Beets package with 4 individually packaged beets. I don't need any almond milk. But yeah, so I've got a busy day, and it's all around food, and I'm beginning to think, this is what a drug dealer, this is what a drug addict goes through. I feel like the money that I'm spending on all of these specialty foods is like, I'm like a heroin addict. I got to have them every day, because they're fresh and produce and things like that. I'm going out every day, and I'm just holding my nose, closing my eyes, and just, peeling off the 20s for this food. Is it worth it, though? You bet. I have absolutely no regrets about these changes. I am feeling satisfied. I feel like I've reached this point that I've never been at before. My sugar craving seems to be really shrinking, and I'm liking that too, along with that bready carbohydrate craving. So some interesting things are happening, and I just thought I'd throw that at you, what I'm reading, and how it's provoking me, along with the wheat belly that I just completed. So anyway, this is in addition to my Hungry Girl. So there's 3 websites, the Philip Morris one, the Hungry Girl one, and the Self-Nutritional Data website. And have a great weekend. I've got another video planned for tomorrow and Sunday, but this one was just a little bonus one because I had a little bit of time. And I'm about ready to go on my 2nd walk today, and this is with my Boston Marathon runner. So it's nice and brisk, and pat, pat, pat. I feel so good after I finish my double walk. Have a wonderful day. This is Sarah, Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.